Across Florida. This is video from Boca Grande. You see heavy winds, waves, as well as numerous downed trees in the area too, blocking roadways. Officials say most residents, though, have evacuated the area.
And this is just the beginning. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Ben Gelber joining us now with your most accurate forecast. What we see after this storm goes all the way through the
We've
state?
just barely begun to see what's going to happen. Some of it obviously will unfold in the next several hours. At 150-mile-per-hour winds at landfall, that ties for fifth, including Ida and Laura, in the last couple of years, among the strongest, at least in terms of wind, of landfalling storms. And it's going to go through a very populous area of central Florida. You can see it just made landfall at 3:05 near Cayo Costa, so that's west-northwest of Fort Myers. Tornadoes and flooding rains, in addition to storm surge, coastal flooding, inland flooding, all will be ongoing. We've already had, of course, tornadoes and heavy rains in South Florida yesterday, but there's the eye of the storm now, just north of Cape Coral. Storm surge, and this is above dry land. It could be as high as 12 to 15 feet. Fortunately, it's staying away from Tampa Bay, where the initial concern was, because winds will be blowing offshore, but it's the onshore winds that are pushing that water and churning it up and then up and over that shallow coastline. Now, here's a look at the eye of the storm, very wide, 30 miles wide. And there's the eventual track just south of Orlando and Daytona. And you'll see winds start to come down, but still enormous amount of damage will occur as that storm moves northeast. Only at 9 miles an hour, we'll start to pick up a little speed. Now here's where it still becomes complicated. Going offshore, maybe it picks up a little more strength, comes back in over either Savannah or Hilton Head or a little bit farther north, and then moves north as a tropical rainstorm and heads up into the upper Ohio Valley. Rain totals, and these are probably conservative, 13, 14, 16 inches. A couple of places will probably wind up with 2 feet of rain, and then even 8-inch rains into the Carolinas, much less obviously for us, but still it's going to be a potential rain event for the southeast half of Ohio later in the weekend. So here is fall on our Window Nation Tower Cam review. It has really looked like October and felt like it the past couple of days, especially 58 degrees. So we're not even at 60 when our average is in the low 70s, a north wind at 10. Some very light showers kind of drifting south. This is lake effect past Coshocton, Zanesville, and Cambridge. Not much going on to the north outside of sprinkles, so we'll simply have to track where the remains of the storm go later in the weekend as Ian pushes north. Some breaks finally in the overcast. Temperatures running 55 to 60 degrees across most of the Buckeye State. 55 at 9 o'clock. Just a slow drop to 53 at 11. You'll need that jacket, of course. Same for tomorrow morning, as you'll see in the pinpoint forecast. The clouds are still going to hang on, kind of pesky, but we should finally get into the low 60s tomorrow and a little bit warmer as we get later in the week. So 48 tonight. I think clouds will be around most of the night. Some late night clearing. Temperatures in the upper 40s. A crisp Thursday. More sunshine. Friday will be close to 70, and then we'll see how much rain comes from Ian late Saturday or Saturday night, lingering into Sunday. And then as that moves east, we'll have a continuation of this fall pattern next week.